Hi everyone, welcome to episode 130 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
We're doing good. It was a very long weekend, but like a good weekend at the same time.
You had a busy weekend.
I had a very busy weekend, yes. I went to Vancouver for a wedding, but I was in the wedding party, so
Yeah, that's always a little bit more hectic.
it's a little bit more hectic. But everything went off without a hitch. The ceremony was beautiful. The reception was really fun. So it was all good.
I saw your pic with the bride. You guys looked amazing.
Yes, we were all very cute, actually. I liked it.
The fall colors, I guess.
Yeah, so all the bridesmaids were in like different colors of that like orangey, like burnt orange color. So we all had different like shades of burnt orange. It was very cute.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the fall vibes. The bride, who's my bestie, was like a princess. She had this really gorgeous, beautiful dress. Yeah.
I'm so happy for her.
It was incredible. It was so nice. I mean, they've been together for like 10 plus years, so I feel like it was time for a
long time coming.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it was great. We had such a fun time. I find it funny because like the day of, we had so much time getting ready because we got together at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And the wedding wasn't until 5:30. So we had like so much time to like chill and get ready and then go take the photos, and it was really nice.
Well, it's good that it's not rushed, you know, because that's the last thing you want is feeling stressed and rushed 100%. On your wedding day.
Yes. I was like, don't you worry. The bridesmaids got it. We got all the things. So
yeah. That's what mattered. I had my brother on my side.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because if you guys remember on my wedding, like for my wedding, because of COVID and shit, my maid of honor and my bridesmaid couldn't make the trip. So my brother ended up being my man of honor, and my friend from New Mexico ended up being my bridesman. So
love it.
But I love weddings, man.
They're really fun. There's something about like just like celebrating with all your friends and family,
especially when it's like a friend getting married. It's like totally a different vibe from like a family member getting 100%. Married.
Yeah.
Or like when it's people like close to your age.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it just more fun.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It was nice too because it was like a really small wedding. Like it wasn't like 500 people. It was like, you know, like less than 100. So it was like nice and small and like very intimate, and
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was so nice.
I went to Ren Fair 2.0 over the weekend.
Yay.
It
Halloween
was really,
edition?
Yeah, it was Halloween edition. It was really nice because it was like 13 degrees, cloudy.
Love it.
It was like perfect like fall Halloween weather. But because it was like the last weekend of KC Ren Fair, the traffic just to park
I bet
was insane.
Yeah.
I think we're stuck in traffic to park for like almost an hour.
Oh my god.
And we were parking like in like the park that's next to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Because they had, even though a lot of people were coming out of the main parking lot, they closed it off.
Oh my god.
So they were like, no, we're just gonna make everyone park on the grass in that park across the street. Yeah. They're like, okay, that's cool. But there was like this one policeman directing everyone. And as soon as it was like we were in front of him stop, he was making every other line go for like 10 minutes with like ignoring our line that came from the main road that caused even more traffic. And I'm like, I was like, hello? I was waving at him and I was just like, I don't want to be that person, but not for me, but for the people on the main road causing traffic right now.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand it's not your like your main job. You don't do this on the regular. But I feel like you do like a rotation, you know?
Of course, yeah.
But otherwise, it was really fun. We walked around, saw a bunch of costumes and a bunch of shows. One of the shows we watched, kind of like not by mistake, but we just happened to be there when it started.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a small, like tiny musical called The Divas of Camelot. So
That's
you
amazing.
had Guinevere, Lancelot, Merlin, and Morgana. And they all like queer. Amazing. They're all queer.
Love it.
And they're singing about their misfortunes. And
oh my god, that's amazing.
Unexpected, but they were all like really talented.
Oh,
and very unexpected, but it was really good. It was funny. It was funny. It was really funny.
I love it. I love it.
Jacob looked at me like, okay. When you sit down, you're like, no, what you expect?
Yeah.
Because in the background, it just said like something circus, or like, oh, it's gonna be like kind of a circus. No. It was really fun.
No.
The only thing is we couldn't see the death parade, which was what we were like really, really looking forward to. We were just like waiting for it to happen. We waited for like 20 minutes past time, and we were about to leave, so we were just like, well, maybe next year, I guess. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. And we saw a magician perform the straitjacket Houdini trick. So that was cool.
Awesome.
That was cool. So that was my weekend.
Nice.
I got to wear my pumpkin leggings, so that's always a plus.
That's always a plus. It is the spooky season. Yeah.
You know me and my leggings, you know?
I do.
But anyway, weekends aside,
yes,
we have a little bit of stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go through the BTS stuff first, as we usually do, and then go into our TXT album review at the end. So first things first, very exciting. BTS yet to come, coming back to us.
Yay!
Finally.
Finally, we get it. God, I'm like, I want to watch it again so badly.
Yeah. It's just like, please give us this gift time.
So it's gonna be on Amazon Prime for like pretty much all of North America is gonna be on Amazon Prime, and I believe that's in November. Am I correct?
Yeah, November 9th.
November 9th.
And I believe in Korea it's gonna be on Coupon Play.
Yes.
On the same day.
Yeah.
And for Japan, it's going on Amazon Prime Video Japan on December 1st.
Yes. So they get a little bit later.
As Japan usually do,
yeah,
sadly.
Sorry to everybody.
It's even the same with like movies and theaters, sadly.
It's sadly, yeah. But I'm really looking forward to it. I know Prime, like on their Twitter, X, whatever.
I have them at Amazon Prime, so that one I'll be able to.
Yes, I was talking to one of my friends and she's like, oh, I was gonna like get rid of my Prime, but I guess not. And I'm like, no. Well, also like Ginny's Kitchen's on Prime, so I'm like,
Ginny's Kitchen's on Prime, and then completely unrelated is like Red, Bright, and Royal Blue is on Prime. And
there's a lot of stuff on Prime.
Yeah, there's a lot of decent stuff on Prime.
Yeah.
So
we'll be watching Yet to Come Busan again, November 9th. Very much looking forward to it.
Very excited.
I'm excited.
Because fighting corgis right now.
I think that like a lot of people like on the live stream day had a lot of issues with like connecting.
Oh yeah, I remembered that.
Yeah. So this time it'll be a little bit different because you won't have connection issues.
True. This one has been recorded.
Yes.
So
I'm kind of still hoping they make a DVD of it.
Yeah. But love that they're putting it on like a global
streaming service. Yeah,
streaming service.
100%. I like with my iPad, I have like all of the BTS like Disney and Amazon stuff are downloaded on my iPad, so I can watch them at any time. Yeah,
on the plane, you know.
I'm going a lot of planes lately, apparently, so I need as much BTS entertainment as possible.
True.
That is what I'm learning.
But it also probably took some time because obviously they want to work on the subtitling
and
correctly.
editing. Yeah. Because there's like in a live setting, you know, you can like switch cameras on the fly, but sometimes when you're editing, you find some angles are just working better than others.
Yeah, so, they want to bring you the best experience. You know?
And when you have like, you know, like 10 plus cameras set up, trust me, that takes
you would know.
It takes a lot of time. I can tell you that for free.
Like, I trust you like 1,000%.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Namjoon.
Junie! Kim Namjoon. He visited us today.
Yeah, we got a surprise tipsy/drunkish live from Junie.
Yeah.
Visited by an also drunkish Jimin.
It was really sweet. He embodies comfort like nobody else. I like everything that he said. I was just like, okay, I guess today it's time to cry. Like, what are you doing to me, my guy? He missed us and he wanted a hug and just wanted to come and see us.
But dude, him spilling his water and screaming spoiler took me, like, sent
he
me
also called himself garbage. So I mean, this man was like, recycle
garbage.
I'm garbage. It's like, Judy, what are we doing?
Let's recycle instead of garbage. Yeah. Okay.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
So, he also played some piano for us. We got like a little concert going on. He was singing Bicycle. He was also singing Slow Dancing, which I love.
We got spoiled.
We got spoiled today.
And it's one of my friend's birthday today. Oh. And I was like, you got Junie for your birthday.
I love like when they're out with friends and then they come back and they're like, you know what would be the perfect thing to do right now? Talk to ARMY. That's what would be the perfect thing to do right now. And I love that they want to come and like share.
They're like, I miss my people, so I'm just gonna go on live and I also love the fact that especially BTS and lives, they have come to a point where they absolutely do not care if they need permission or not for stuff.
No permission needed.
They have stopped caring.
And
I think staff are like, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Choices were made. We let them have this power and I don't know how to take it back.
Tay can do anything on Weavers, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I also love Junie was talking about like he's got new projects. I don't think he said this before too, and I don't think it's gonna be a full album. I think like we've talked about before, I think it'll be like a couple of songs maybe, or like a song like before he leaves for his service. I feel like it'll be that kind of vibe that we're gonna get rather than a full album, because with Junie especially, he really takes care and time with his music, and he's not gonna put out something that he doesn't love.
But it is also known that he is not as quick of a writer as Yoongi is, for example.
No.
So it takes him a lot more time in some way, and so which is normal.
Fine,
okay, it's just.
I mean, think about it.
We'll
like
take,
Indigo,
we'll take anything.
Yeah, you know? Honestly. Well, and we know that like Indigo took him like years to complete. Like that whole album was years of writing and artistry and coming up with the concept.
That album was a masterpiece.
So. And I will not hear anything else about it. I will fight you on that. Yeah. Anyway, I love how he came to visit. He was also on Instagram a lot, like this past week of just like showing. He went to the photo booth. Okay, so let me just tell you, these photo booths, we found so many in Korea. And my friend and I, we did together with our leader, because we were like, well, we have our biases that we can do separately, but I want to do like our together stuff with our leader. So I felt very like, oh, we did that too.
Oh my god!
Did a ton of blank ones.
Speaking of Korea, I have a family friend and her mom currently in Korea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you came back and like a week later they went there.
Well, I might be going back sooner rather than later. So I did a thing. I'll explain when we actually get to the part where that is applying, because it is what it is. Anyway, Kim Namjoon.
Your wallet is quaking, girl.
She's very angry at me, especially because there's a bunch of stuff that just dropped, so
yeah, that's another story.
Anyway,
Yoongi. So the latest Sushita episode with Nell came out.
It did. Week. It did.
And Yoongi proving us once again that he's got the deepest memory of literally everything.
Anyone. Yeah. He honestly, okay, so when he meets people that he idols, usually he's like very composed and like calm and like answering these questions. I feel like with this one, that was not the case. You know what I mean? Like, yes. He was just so excited to have Neil as
felt
a guest.
Like a midway between someone that he is like a fanboy of and the members. It's like a perfect like midway point.
100%. If I met BTS, that's how I would be reacting. Is that like I would be like kind of calm, but also freaking out at the same time.
Yeah. You know, it's like screaming, crying on the inside, but then trying to stay composed on the outside. Yeah, I feel that.
It's the screaming, crying, throwing up.
That's how I felt when I met Max.
Yeah. Honestly, that's how I felt when I met Polly C and Jin. I was like, I don't know how I'm talking to you right now. Like,
just like, how is this a thing?
How is this real?
How? Why?
What? Again, like Yoongi just reaffirming that they're gonna be here forever. We're not going anywhere, etc. And just like, God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
And honestly, he's just like the questions that he asks are just so like deep and thoughtful and just so intuitive. He's such a great
bringing
host.
Out there what we wish like American interviews would be.
Exactly. I'm like, who is the rest of these interviews? I only know Min Yoongi. That's it.
I only know Min Yoongi.
I only know Min Yoongi. That's it. That's all I know.
I'm just saying.
So if you haven't watched it yet, definitely go and watch it. It is thoroughly such an enjoyable
If you miss
watch.
Min Yoongi, go and watch it.
And if you want to like hear him on like tracks and stuff, I would recommend Dear My Friend and also his collab with Junie. Both of them are like incredible.
But also Nell is like just so sweet.
He's such a sweet person. Like genuinely, he is so nice and so sweet. His voice was a lot deeper than I thought it was. Like his speaking voice, I was like, oh. Oh my god.
Because like sometimes you look at someone, you're like, oh, that's kind of what I imagine your voice would be like. And then they start talking and you're like,
whoa.
I like this.
I like it. It's good. Listen.
I was like, please.
Sorry. Are you there?
Jimin Shi.
So the production shall be coming out soon. Not this week, but next week it'll be out on the 23rd, I believe. Or the 23rd?
Yes. Okay. On
Monday. So we'll be getting it on Monday. If you haven't got your copy yet, you can go to Weverse and buy it through there. You'll have to open it on a web browser though. It's not available on the Weverse like shop app. It has to be purchased through the whatever.
It's a little weird.
If you did pre-order it though, you do get the pre-order benefit, so don't forget to also get that as well. And then we also got news that we got the LP, so a vinyl of Face, which let me tell you.
Everyone I know that I've been like collecting all the vinyls or like I have no like breaks to buy the vinyls.
No. It was an immediate purchase. So this came
out.
Oh
yeah, no. For you, I have like no doubt.
Yeah, it was an immediate purchase. It was funny because all of this stuff kind of happened like over the weekend. So the Friday night, I was like a little bit tipsy, and I'm like trying to like check out all this stuff.
I was like, please,
I need it. I got it, so we're good. But good. My brain capacity, I was like, I need food or something to like focus my energy.
Clear up your brain.
They just weren't giving us the food fast enough, and I was like, I need to focus so that I can buy.
Drinking faster than you could eat.
Well, and my friend, because we were at the like bridal party like table for our rehearsal dinner, and everybody went around the table to introduce themselves, and the bride decided to give all the fun facts because we were like, we don't want to give fun facts, but the bride can give fun facts.
Cool, yeah.
My fun fact was that I'm married to Park Jimin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very funny. So the
it is a very fun fact.
It is a very fun fact. I'm married to Park Jimin. I was like, I can't talk about it because I have to wait till after he's done his military service. Can't talk about it otherwise. And while I was focused on my phone, and the maid of honor was right beside me, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, my husband just dropped some stuff, so I'm trying to buy that. And she was like, oh yeah, go off. You gotta support your man. And I was like,
you gotta support your man.
You gotta support my man. Well, and I had a picture of Jimin because it was Jimin's birthday, so all of my stuff had like Jimin related things. Oh my god. So I had, because Vancouver has a Compass card, so I had the Tay layover pre-order benefit. Jimin's photo was inside of it, and then my Compass card was on the back.
What a combo.
I'm just, yeah, I had to support my V-Min pairing. And everybody was like, is that Jimin? And I was like, yeah, correct. It is.
Well, speaking of V-Min, while we're mentioning it, Tae's fan meeting performance, Jimin was there.
He came to support V, and also they sang Friends together. Stop, my heart.
The soulmates, dude.
I also love how he came on live, just the voice live, which is hilarious, first of all. He came on voice live to be like, hey, do you guys have pictures from the events? Can I have them? And then dipped. And I was like, okay.
It was like, do your boy a favor. And
then he proceeded to post them on his Instagram.
It's like, I need the photos.
Please. He was also like, and company, can I have the photos? I'm like, boy.
It's like, please send now.
I need them.
I'm trying to post something.
It was like a 6-minute live, just being like, I need
photos. That's longer than most of his lives.
I agree. Tae, he's just so funny. There isn't really anything that like, Tae is such a special person. Like, he is the special
How many times have I said that one, Tae's a true maknae?
Yeah.
And two, he is a problem.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Not in a bad way.
No.
But a problem
all the time. The fan meeting was super cute. I've said this before, but I love how every single one of their like album promotions are very much them. Like Yoongi doing a world tour, J-Hope doing Lollapalooza, Namjoon doing a very like intimate set with a bunch of his featured artists there, Tae doing a fan meeting, like all of the stuff that
JK doing as many music shows as he can.
Yeah, so speaking of JK, the reason I might be going back to Korea is because I bought the full album set and applied for the concert that he's going to be having in Seoul. So if I win, I will be going.
Yeah, you also think it's crazy, huh, Lucy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who convinced me of this?
It's definitely Mon.
Yeah. She also was like, so
she's a JK bias. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll be fun. I think it's whatever. We're gonna go for a week though, so because like
yeah, you guys can. I love you too, but
we're a problem together.
I was like, I love you guys, but
oh yeah, I know.
Please take a break for your wallet's sake.
I
am bleeding for your wallets right now.
Oh, she's crying, sobbing in the corner. It is what it is.
I love you two so much. Jesus Christ. I'm living through you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And it's... Of course I have FOMO, because obviously I want to do those things myself. Yes. But being able to see you guys enjoy yourselves and enjoying it so much makes me so happy. Just kind of like the same way as like Yugi's like watching him eat. Yeah. Makes me full. Yeah. It's in the same exact way. Yeah. So I'm just like, I hope you guys get it.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'm crossing for you guys as well.
The thing that's hilarious about this too is like you don't find out until 2 days before the event. So
you get it, you buy tickets and you leave immediately, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I haven't told my parents. I'm just gonna be like,
yeah, isn't your dad normally the one buying your plane tickets?
No, not usually. I bought like all my plane tickets. Okay. I'm just gonna be like, I'm leaving, bye. I think that's gonna be my strat.
Take care of Matt.
Yeah, take care of Matt. I gotta go, bye. They're gonna be like, you just came back. I'm like, I know. I understand that it's crazy. I do understand.
I'm going back. Bye.
I understand that it's crazy, but it's a once in a lifetime thing. Like I can't.
No, I understand.
The thing is like I kind of regret not going to Busan last year for the concert. Like, yeah, we should have just gone, but we didn't. So I don't want to miss out again. Hence why we went to like 2 Yoongi shows and then went to Korea and then might be going back.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yes. I mean, if I could, I would. So. Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing. Anyway, JK is having a concert, so there's that. He also we got the track list for Golden. Let me just pull it up here.
So. Might as well just say it. Too Much with Kid Laroi and Central C, October 20th. That's we're gonna react to that one, correct? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
So look forward to that on Sunday, my dudes and dudettes and everything in between.
So Standing Next to You is going to be the main track for this. We also have so 3D and 7 are obviously included on the album. Yep. We have a song called Closer to You featuring Major Lazer. That's sick. A song called Yes or No that was partly written by Ed Sheeran, which is again yeah. Please Don't Change featuring DJ Snake. That's gonna be a wild song. I can tell you that for free. 7 is Hate You. 8 is Somebody. 9 is Too Sad to Dance. 10 is Shot Glass of Tears. And then the other 7 version.
Okay, but like Too Sad to Dance, that just reminded me of that one run episode is like, do you dance when you're sad?
That's like me crying in the club. You know when
Yeah,
you like
and then Jimin just dancing and crying.
Yeah. That is honestly the funniest part about that is when you put your BTS playlist on shuffle, don't ever do this. But when you put it on shuffle and you go from like Magic Shop to like Ugh, and you're like
yeah, I do that all the time. It is not healthy, but I still do it.
The funniest thing that I find about these track names is why are they all so sad? Like, Please Don't Change, Hate You, Too Sad to Dance,
but
Shot
like
Glass of
they're
Tears.
also sad, but then we're gonna get like freaking bangers.
They're gonna be bangers. They're gonna be bangers.
Okay, but like I need at least one ballad. Okay.
I'm sure that there's going to be a ballad in
here. I
here.
need you to serenade me like yesterday.
I feel like somebody is a ballad. Or Too Sad to Dance. I feel like one of those two has to be a ballad.
Either Hate You
or Yes or No. Because Ed Sheeran had writing credit on that. So maybe.
Makes sense, yeah.
So we got like a ton of interesting stuff like Major Lazer, DJ Snake, Ed Sheeran, like top tier listings here. I think most of these are also going to be in English, which will be interesting to see how that's all going to be mixed together. I'm really looking forward to just like seeing this entire album unfold. We'll obviously be doing a reaction of Standing Next to You because that's the title track.
Yep.
So we'll be doing that. We also got an updated event list. So on November 6th, he will be at MTV EMA as a guest, as a performer. So that is very exciting. Yeah.
Oh my god, the golden photo concepts. Like, help, please.
I know.
Spare me.
Spare me. I need help. I'm in need of assistance.
Okay. TXT.
Together.
So the name chapter Free Fall is officially out.
It is.
What is your overall review feeling? How, you know, words
on a page. This album, holy crap. Okay, so this is a trilogy. The name chapter is a trilogy of albums. So this is the last one in the trilogy. And holy crap, do they go hard. Like, it's a lot, especially because I feel like the in-between sections, like Freeze, all had this sort of, I feel like, lead up to this particular album. I was really surprised at how many tracks that we got on this album. Like, this is a full album. Thank you for the punctuation.
Like, hello?
Like, this feels like they are going all in. You know what I mean? Like, they just gave it their all. I really love
as soon as it was announced that this was a full-length album, I was ready / not ready / freaking out.
Yeah. I really, so like the album structure here is extremely interesting to me because we start with Growing Pain, which, first of all, that song is incredible. The rock and roll vibe that I get from this song is
the rock vibe from this album in general is
so good.
Amazing.
It's so good. And we know that they can do like that, like, you know, indie rock vibe.
Yeah, as soon as they did their cover of Young Blood.
Yeah, I was like, it's over. It's over. And I'm so glad that they're bringing that as like the first one because the title track, Chasing That Feeling, is a very, to me, it sounds very 80s, like that Tron
very
Legacy
80s,
soundtrack.
Very like not funky, but like like more like groovy, electric.
Yeah.
I have a friend that wants to make a Take on Me / Chasing That Feeling.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. They would match so well together. It's very like, yeah, like I said, it's very like 80s. Like I could see that on like a Tron Legacy like soundtrack 100%.
Oh my god, did you see the TikTok I sent you earlier today?
I'm gonna watch it later. I can't wait.
Once you listen to it, you will not, misheard lyrics.
Yeah.
You will not be able to unhear it.
That's very unfortunate for my brain.
But it's very funny. I hope you enjoy.
Okay. And then we move into Back to More, which we've already talked about.
But TXT version, which I love. It's so good.
It's so good. That one is gonna be on repeat.
But it's also TXT version, but it's also the performance version. It's not like the shorter version. It's very much the extended one.
It's very much the full length. Which honestly, like for most of these tracks, they are like 2.5 minutes plus, which I love. Because
the shortest one is Do It Like That at 2:25.
Yeah. Which honestly, here's the thing. I find a lot of newer music that comes out is less than that like 2.5 minute mark. Which I'm like, why? Nobody puts out a full length song anymore that's like the 3 minute plus. I've also noticed that not a lot of them have like the bridge section is usually cut out of a lot of songs.
That
nowadays,
is true.
Which
is unfortunate.
Yeah. Bridges are iconic. Come on.
It's a lot of the time, it's like, apart from the chorus, it's the part that's the most remembered.
100%.
Especially in like very iconic songs.
Yes. Yeah, we know BTS is
yeah.
Disease.
So track number 4
Dreamer. I really like this song. Me too. It's very
so like, I'm gonna say this about like every single song of this
100%. Yeah, obviously. But Dreamer, you know what? It has this like really beautiful like atmosphere that they've built within this song.
It very much matches the title.
Yes, it feels very like airy. Like it has a lot of space in the musical arrangement, which I really enjoy. Like it gives you that like, it really reminds me of Fairy Shampoo.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a sister to that. It feels very like similar. Yeah. Deep down, okay. This you're not gonna be surprised because this is my favorite song off of it. That's not
surprised.
It's very lo-fi and it like really itches that like back part of my brain that like music sometimes makes me feel. It really it's like Paradise adjacent.
Yeah, it's also just like the type of song where you're just like, even if when it's on like shuffle or whatever, it comes on and you're like,
yeah. It's like, it's very
no matter your mood, you start.
Yeah, it's so vibey. It's super vibey, and I love
I'm
that.
very sorry to anyone who just had to witness me dancing like that, but it had to be.
If you're listening to this, go to our YouTube video and watch that little interlude.
This is gonna show up on TikTok. It's just like me dancing to Deep Down. If you want to do it. I don't care at this point. You're better at making TikToks than me, so if that happens, it is what it is.
Number 6, Happily Ever After. Yeah.
This one I was looking forward to a lot because of the preview like TikToks they did. Especially because I saw you like my sent TikTok of the Yeonjun and Subin for this one. It's a very fun, very TXT, like older TXT kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like it gives me more of the feeling of like, not that it's similar to Crown, but like that era.
It just gives you like a flashback to that
nostalgia
era.
Is what it gives me. It's like pure nostalgia, and I love it so much. It gives me that like really cozy feeling, and I think the title like Happily Ever After is one of those things that like sometimes we don't get, but the song perfectly embodies that.
Kai and E did the challenge together.
Yeah, they did. It was so cute.
And Leah did it with one of her friends as well.
Yeah, so cute. I love it.
We love some supporting siblings.
I love it.
Skipping Stones. This one is tied for my number one.
It's interesting. You know what? By the title, I was not expecting it to be like the song that it is, but it's very much the opposite of whatever I thought in my mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a surprising track out of this album. And it, like, both is completely different from what the album is, but also fits perfectly within it.
But, like, it has that rock vibe.
It's,
and it gives me some sort of, like, somehow gives me, like, a Simple Plan.
Yes.
Nostalgia.
Yes. Yeah, it really brings me back to my
even though Simple Plan is still very much around.
Yeah. But it gives me that like angsty sort of like just raw energy that those types of songs give you, especially like emo rock songs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it gives you that like angsty vibe where you just want to like scream into a void. That's what that song does for me. And I'm here for it. I'm like living. I love it.
Blue Spring. This one is my other tie for first place. This one gives me pure nostalgia.
Oh, 100%.
And Unikai's vocals on this.
Such a surprise.
And did you see him singing it a cappella?
Yeah, I did. It's so
I ascended, dude.
Good.
It's very good.
It's interesting because like you would think like Blue Spring, especially with this title, like spring is all about rebirth and renewal and this sense of like things are coming and they're going to be different. And blue to me is very much like this like sadness that you sort of feel when like things are changing and things are going to be different, but not like in
also blue is a color that is like very much associated with TXT. I feel like
100%. Like most of their like albums have been blue in some way or another. Maybe minus the like second or third album, which
I mean they have like most of their albums don't even have blue that much, but I don't know, like the feeling their song like gives.
Yeah.
It's very much blue, even though it's like not necessarily always sad.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just the vibes that I'm getting, you know?
Yeah. It's very much like that when I'm listening to it. It's like this idea of like a sad spring, but not in like not in a really like I want to cry kind of way of just like something is like changing and something is different, you know?
Yeah, it's very much a nostalgia kind of vibe.
It's like a nostalgia kind of like sad. I don't want to like classify it as sad, but it's a nostalgia where you're like looking back, but you're still having to like move forward.
Yes.
You know? That's what it makes me feel. And then of course, Do It Like That is track number 9, which we have reacted to. So if you want to watch that, it's somewhere on our channel. It's on our channel somewhere. And then number 10 is also Chasing That Feeling, but a different version of it.
English version is only for digital. What do you think of the English version?
I like the Korean version better. I feel like for most songs, I like the Korean version better. And it's not that they're like really bad at speaking English or that the English translation is
no,
like,
this one
not
was done very well too. And like even the writing of the lyrics, it works really well. It's not the type of songs that was like written in Korean, translated into English, and then it just kind of sounds off.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
It sounds good.
It's a matter of preference.
I think it's because the tonality of the Korean lyrics just like hit a little bit harder for me than the English does.
The way they swap between the two languages works really, really well.
Oh yeah, it works incredibly well. So I prefer the Korean version, but if you prefer the English version, that's totally fine.
I like both equally. I just wanted mostly to highlight that this was another like English track that was really well made in my opinion, especially like lyric wise, because it's been known historically in the K-pop industry to like they want to release it to have like more of a reach, but then they kind of just flop with it. Even though it has been getting better,
it has been getting better.
But I just wanted to highlight that this one was done really well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think
like there's no like lyrics that are kind of like out of place.
Yeah, you're just like, well, I don't know if that sounds the same in English as it does in Korean, and you know, like it's incredibly difficult to translate between the two because there are just some things that don't exist in English.
The structure is also completely different.
And the structure is completely different. So a lot of like the rhyming schemes and like the out of pocket things that like a lot of these songs have don't necessarily make sense when you translate it into English and try and like put it into the musical format. So, you know.
But kudos, this one's done really well.
It's very well done. Yes, I agree. I really am like so proud of them, how far they've come.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
Like the first name chapter until now, it's just like, wow.
I'm so proud of them. I love them so much. Also they've achieved so much this year as well.
Yeah.
And it's hard, just like BTS, it's just hard to put it like into words.
100%.
Like exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But the easiest way is to say like I love them so much. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
And I know they have a lot more in store.
Oh, 100%. I think that this is a really good period of time in their career where they can really just express themselves musically without like holding back or having any reservations about, you know, like switching up their sound or like trying and experimenting new things. You know, I think that they can really just do whatever they want now and have the total freedom to do so.
Yeah. And then also just like Blue Spring, I'm pretty sure is Bongkyu's baby. And
that's what I also love about these last like probably 3 or 4 albums. They're since
I think like
Freeze. I want to say Freeze.
They've been a lot more involved in their music,
which is great.
I'm very happy to see that because they're so talented.
Yeah, you can definitely like tell when they've had like an influence or like
it's very much them,
a vibe that's like attached to the music. It has a different feeling than like a song that they're like recording off of somebody else who's written it, you know. So I'm so happy for them that they're experimenting and writing and producing and doing all the things that they're
doing so good.
Yeah. It's incredible to see. It's so good. Especially because like, you know, they've done so many albums, but they're still relatively like young in a musical career sort of sense. Yeah. And if this is like a jumping off point to what's going to happen more in the future, I think that they have so much more ahead of them.
Oh yeah, they've set themselves like really, really well.
100%.
I'm very excited to see like what else they have in store. Yes. And it's also like very exciting in a way because I've been following them since debut.
Same. Yeah. It's really exciting.
It's exciting when you like, not as anything wrong like coming in at a later time. We came in at a later time with BTS, for example.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make us like any less proud.
No.
But there's that little like glimmer of something special when you're like, I've been with them since the beginning. Yeah,
and I've seen them grow so much over these past years. And it's only gonna get like higher and higher.
They're grown-ass adults, but they're still my babies.
Yes. Yeah. They're grown-ass adults.
They're freaking giants too, but they're still my babies.
They're still my babies, and I love them deeply.
Songs of the week?
Yes. Let's go to our songs of the week.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Sure. BTS song is Autumn Leaves.
I'm not surprised.
No. Nobody should be at this point. I don't know. Autumn is my favorite time of year. I think there's something really beautiful about like all the leaves changing and you know, we're heading, you know, into my least favorite
fall sweater weather. Let's go.
Sweater weather, and I love sweater weather. I love the weather where you can like wear like shorts and then a sweater. That is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna see my. You know, when this sweater is out, you know that I wear this sweater like all the time.
I've been wearing my Jimin hoodie like incredibly.
You know, I've had this sweater for a long time. Like
loose the collars. Yeah. So Autumn Leaves is definitely gives me that like feeling of fall. So had to be my BTS. Exactly. Had to be my BTS song this week.
I have a lot to say this week.
Apparently. So my non-BTS song, I'm going to add one because I feel like it's needed. Deep Down is gonna be my TXT song this week. And my other song is Would That I by Hozier. Yeah. Makes sense. Also gives me the fall vibes.
Yeah. My BTS song, especially because I saw yours, I felt like Home was appropriate.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in the fall you're just like cozy vibe, like staying in, being at home. It's like it's just oh my god. On a random note, I went to Olive Garden for the first time.
Oh,
this weekend.
Congratulations.
And I had the chicken and gnocchi soup.
Oh.
And that shit was bussin'. That shit was so good. I could have eating it like forever.
Oh wow, okay. Damn.
Yesterday I legit typed to Jake. I was like, I'm still thinking about that soup.
We have to go back, hon. We have to. We gotta go back.
But yeah, speaking of soup, I had to do a little side note.
It's soup season, baby. I need it.
My non-BTS song. I had to choose two. You're gonna understand. It's Blue Spring and Skipping Stones by TXT. They're both like my two favorite songs, though. Like Chasing That Feeling is like a very strong contender. Will probably be my song next week. But yeah, those are my songs this week. Yeah. But that brings us to the end of this week's episode.
It does.
As usual, we have a new episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday. Though this week will be our reaction to Too Much by Chake.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at ARMY ThinkTank or at ARMY ThinkTank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.
We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.